back. Picking up exactly where we left off here, just as this, thing sprang from the ground. I've been trying to identify what exactly it is, besides just a blob rising up, and the only thing I can think is that this is like a giant... It's a little easier from the back. It looks like a giant man's head, and then this might be his shoulder peeking up out of the ground. So like a huge hollow peeking up with sort of a strange beak nose, and then this is his shoulder over here. Is my best guess. I think that might be what is happening. And I think this might be the scholar of the first sin in question. But let me talk to him. This is all new to me. I'm realizing as I play through this that I played back on Xbox 360, which did have the expansion packs, but it wasn't called Scholar of the First Sin, and it didn't have a lot of this newer stuff rolled into it. So some of this is brand new to me, and I don't believe I've spoken to this guy. But here we go.
No one has come this far, not for a very long while. Young Harlow, do you wish to shake this curse? Then
Well, sure.
accept the fate of your ilk and face the trials that await you. Unless you have already joined the Crestfallen.
No, not yet.
Young Harlow, there are but two paths. Inherit the order of this world, or destroy it. Only a true monarch can make such a choice. Very few indeed have come even this far. And yet your journey is far from over. Half-grown Hollow, have you what it takes? Truly?
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I do.
Hollow, seek after Drangleic. He who almost became a true monarch. The Drangleic is certain to guide your way. Fledgling Hollow, may we meet again?
I hope so, Giant Shoulder Man. But bye for now. Ah. So this is another portal. Similar to the one we found behind the Rotten in Black Gulch. This looks like the same setup, generally. I wonder what these say. But good morning and welcome. Me and Floor Blob Man are good. Floor Blob Man needs a little lotion, but, you know, he's hanging in there. Of the old Iron King, huh? So the sunken king behind the Black Gulch. This must be the old Iron King beneath the Iron Keep. I'm guessing we still can't get through these doors, but let's check it. Okay. Closed. That's fair enough. More of these little statues as well. I wonder what purpose these serve, like if they're tombs or What exactly? That is very interesting. I'm sure we'll be back. I just keep getting over-curious. So, we have 111, it looks like, souls on the line that I'd better do something with, lest they leave me. I'm trying to think who counts as a primal soul. Who have we already gotten? And I'm curious about the lost sinner, if that was a primal bonfire or not. I kind of think it must have been, which means we've taken out the lost sinner, the rotten, and the Iron King, which I think would be 3 great souls, which should be enough to get us through this door. I just can't remember if I'm remembering. Shaded woods, there we go. Let's try this. See if this gets us where we need to be. Though I forgot the 111. Rats. Good morning all. And yes, good afternoon or evening for others. Certainly. I had better run back here. Otherwise I'm going to be very, very sad when I die. Let's do a bit of leveling. I don't really have a clear goal in mind at this point. I've leveled myself to the point that I need to be for now. But now I need to think ahead to where I will need to be. That'll be fine for now. Slightly less on the line.
You've been well.
I already have 17 of those, or I would buy more to get rid of some souls. I don't think there are any other merchants I haven't cleaned out yet. I keep finding myself back in this position. Well, sure, I'd love some radiant life gems. That'd be great. Okay. There we go. Now let's run back to the fork in the road here. And we'll see if we can get any further towards the castle. I think this is the main path on toward the king. But they may have changed it. Okay, this goes to the king's door, I believe, which we don't have the thing we need for yet. This, I hope, leads to the Shrine of Winter. Let's try it. And that tree, too. Your little tree, too. not the best of performances so far. Let's just level with it. I hope that improves. Alright, how is your home imprisonment? A question in the chat. I am doing well. It's not very, very different for me, but I am certainly imprisoned. And, eating more ramen than I should be, likely, but I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. And I very, very much hope the rest of you are as well. There you go. So it seems kind of silly, this, that tower there is the, pardon me, the castle of the king in question that we are trying to get to. And the idea is that this path has collapsed, and that there's no possible way for you to get to the castle. Goodness me, what could possibly be nations? But you can't kind of lift your leg up onto that step and then maybe climb over this pillar and... No, that's not a thing? That's always just sort of cracked me up. No matter how powerful you get in the game, you cannot jump. Which it does, I believe, when you have 3 giant souls, or lord souls, or whatever they are. So now we have another portal. Another ancient king. It's the same messages of warning. And ivory. Ivory king. In a land as cold as death. Elaeum Lois, it looked like. That's lovely and fun to say. Elaeum Lois. So I don't know if the interior door of that, like the others, will still be closed until we speak with the king. I think that may be the idea. So here we stand on the other side of this great obstacle that many generations... Catching up on the chat here, so sorry. I am missing my 2x spices for sure. That was a fun week and a half for me. The ramen category. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use one of these. If I can stop scrolling past it. There we go. Just in case. Sneaky. All right. So, we are headed off towards the castle, and this is one of those hallways, much like the way to Hade's Tower of Flame. It doesn't seem like a long distance when you're inside of it, but it is taking you quite a distance towards the castle. So we step out into what is effectively a new world of rain. I don't know if they kind of consider those to be like a fast travel montage or what. It's kind of interesting. Because now you can see we are very, very near the castle. At its very doorstep. And welcome. This is what we have been, fighting for. Come on now. Ah, so close. I'll have to try for him again. Hey, it's the Emerald Herald.
But nonetheless, you must forge on. To bring an end to your journey and mine.
Okay. That's all you came to say, fair enough. I will forge ahead, as suggested. With terror in my heart. Hey guys. Welcome back. Was close. He almost got me on the second swing. I don't know what he intended to do with me once he got me there. Push me on the swing, one must assume. Crossbowman? It's a rather open area. And many statues flanking along the sides. Okay. And their crossbows appear to have some sort of lightning augmentation. Perhaps. Hello, boys. Ah, interesting. So the corpses of the giants are eating the souls. Instead of them going to me, they are going to these giants, which then activate switches, it seems. So it is like a soul lock. And so we gain access to Drangleic Castle. There you go. I was wondering when you were all gonna spring into action. Do it in any sort of order, though, is my question. Just every occasional one. Don't want to throw too much at you. It's very kind. Okay, how about you two? Do you have any plans for the future you'd like to tell me about? Aha! Invisible hollow. It must just be there so that when you're trying to be something else entirely. Alright. We are in the castle. We catch up with the chat here briefly. That is such a cool idea, yeah. We were fighting someone yesterday and someone in the chat brought up the idea of an Estus demon. A demon of Estus that is just constantly sipping on Sprite and Tang. And it would be like some sort of puzzle fight to figure out how to get him to stop healing himself. I love that idea. Absolutely. Adjust my position here, pardon me. It's tummy time. I can barely see the screen, towering as I am, in my monk's meditative position. Now I'm roughly 2 inches away from the screen. I can feel the heat on my face. And that's healthy, right? That's fine. Hello, sir.
Who are you? And by whose permission do you stand before me? This castle is the domain of King Vendrick. Is your trespass intentional? His Highness. Where has he gone? You are a guest of our castle. I am the Chancellor, Velager. Do you seek an audience with my lord, King Vendrick?
Chancellor Velager.
The Queen has taken him.
The Queen
My
has
lord
taken him.
made magnificent findings on souls, an accomplishment for the ages. He vanquished 4 great ones and built this kingdom upon their souls. Our king has watched over this land since ages long, long ago. King Vendrick, we must fight back, or the giants will take Drangleic.
But the giants are dead, and they have been for some time.
Dear Queen, a woman of unparalleled beauty. Long ago, the Queen came to us, alone, from a faraway land. She warned our Lord of the looming threat across the seas, of the giants. The King crossed the ocean and defeated the giants with the Queen at his side. The King
Interesting.
feared their power and created the golems. With the golems, the King created this castle to celebrate victory and to show his love, his gratitude to his Queen. The Queen brought peace to this, a peace so deep, it was like the dark.
This is such an interesting kingdom in the cycle of things.
Where am I? What has happened to our castle? Who are you? And by
Oh, I see you've forgotten
whom
already.
you stand before me.
Oh, it's hard to maintain your memories when you literally have no physical gray matter whatsoever.
Visitor, our guests are treated. Tell me if you should.
He's got some nice little items. That's fancy. Okay. Sure, I'll waste some.
Be safe on your travels.
So this is very interesting. It seems that similar to Anor Londo and Gwyn from the first Dark Souls, he had to contend with the dragons, the ancient, eternal, or everlasting, rather, dragons, by using the power of lightning to fight them. It seems that this king fought against another continent entirely of giants at the request of a queen that came from a faraway place mysteriously one day. And that once they won, once they had defeated the giants, it was so peaceful that the kingdom just had nothing to do, and everyone sort of sat around and succumbed to the darkness eventually. It's almost like they won, but lost at the same time. So the throne room stands empty up there. There's no one for us to meet. Let us see what else the castle holds. Let's go this way. That is a lot of statues. Try not to anger too many of them at once. I sure don't want them ambushing me later. There we go. They're ambushing me already. It's not even that much later. Oh, yikes. Okay. When's it gonna happen? I'm ready. I've prepared. There's another king's door. So I think I need to speak with him before I'll have the item necessary to open that. Let's check in here. Haha, lovely. First bonfire inside the castle. I will definitely rest at it. And then we can peek in here. Peeky peeky. Alright. So these are like soul doors now. Very interesting. And I'm guessing these are the golems she spoke about. They're not giants necessarily, but they're fake giants. Okay. None of this looks pleasant at all. Weird. It's not a wand. I'm not sure what it is. Ah, a key. Guides one to an unknown land. Strange. Okay. Hello, Turtle Man. Oh, I love you too. I really don't think it is. I don't think jumping is required ahead. Huh. There's a crossbowman up there. But nobody else wants to play. Okay. I'll just continue on by myself. This isn't the time, Forlorn. It's not the time.